Just to be clear, what conversation are we talking about?
That's to do with royalties. You're talking about the top of the top veterans. Those are the only people I've heard have even broached that subject. You're still existing in a time where if I say talk to my manager, they take it as a negative. In 2025. I'm not singing Shingbizu.
You don't even know the lyrics. Now say bad rich. What are the qualities you look for in a woman?
I just want her to be God-fearing. That's all.
God-fearing?
Yes. My diced, cooked chicken breasts. Mix it together. Let it simmer. This was the first time I was in front of the camera seeing the magic. And I was like, oh yes.
Okay.
I thought this thing is just like, but this is really it. This is...
Eba! What's up, my people? Naija, how are that day? Zedon Paporella right here. You know, it is time for another refreshing and exciting edition of your favorite show on YouTube, Movies Uncut. You know, where we bring you some of those very special people who go through water, ice, fire, everything, just to put a smile on your face. Today we'll be talking to one of such people. I'm a very big fan of his. He's been around for a bit since 2012. This man has been lighting up your screens with from Teen to Hush. Today we're talking to my brother.
Eba, it's your boy, actor, filmmaker, MC, host, podcaster, Baaj Adebule in the building. Thanks for having me, bro.
All right, so Baaj is our guest on the show for today. For those of you who probably live under a rock somewhere, you hide and you're saying, this man in face look familiar. I be like I don't see him somewhere before. Well, let's go check out some of Baaj's works and we'll be back with questions for him. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Eba.
Here you go.
But sometimes we don't.
Where's the Rolex I got you for your birthday? And take off that silly bracelet.
You brought me here to photograph the wedding of the person that left me at the altar 18 months ago. Jema, you mad?
But me don't bring woman come out.
You dey play.
When that woman they come on my room, I know they see am.
You have no right to ask that.
Sure you don't research my finish.
You can be very rich, very fast.
Or very dead, very fast. This is not what we go do.
Eba, you're welcome back. You're still locked into Movies Uncut with Zedon, and we have with us here.
Eba, it's Baaj Adebule.
You not put the hand now, you go put the hand.
What have to do?
You got it drum, you go tire, I swear.
Even I didn't think I was supposed to do
I didn't know that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to
Eba, it's your boy, Baaj Adebule. You go sleep for here.
Baaj, you're welcome. Don't mind me, you didn't actually need to do it. I was just messing with you.
It's not easy to play.
How
you back?
That's part of the cruise. All right, so Baaj, you're welcome. Thank you so much, for coming out today. We really, really appreciate you. And yes, normally we start with you telling us, about yourself, your names, background and stuff like that. But I want to flip the script a bit. You started out, in Teen Cell, 2012, Fine, Pretty Boy, a couple of series shows after that, you do Fine Boy, Good Guy. Then all of a sudden you just flip the script. Now you're a bad guy. They open your eye everywhere, your color everywhere for everybody. Now you they hash. What prompted the switch? Would you say that you wanted to challenge yourself, or you just didn't want to be stereotyped by directors and producers?
The stereotypical part was what scared me the most, because I already know the kind of person I am. I like trying new things. I like experiencing new things. I like trying things that scare me. The reason why I haven't got into this line of work is the erratic nature. It makes me feel alive, quote unquote. So I already know if I become the kind of actor that only gets to do a particular kind of role, or only gets to work within his niche, or only does this a kind of role, it will get to me here. I'm just not be able to live like that. So I had to purposefully change that.
So now that you've been doing this, are you very comfortable in this bad boy role?
The thing about the bad boys is, well, I think that has more. Nowadays, there are a lot of things you can do with it.
Okay.
Like you can't
stretch it.
Yeah, you can. There are different kinds of bad boy, for instance, and there are different ways you can play it. There's a way you can play with it. You can play it in a way where the person watching knows you're bad, but they love you just for being bad. They want you to win, and they can play it in a way that you're just some sadistic person that they want you to just die because you're too evil. You can play it anyhow you want. So there's still a lot to play with there. So I'm still
okay, let me stretch this thing a little bit. In Men's Club, you play Louis Okafor, and people really, really like that character.
Yeah.
How much of Louis Okafor is you?
I think the part that is me that has to do with Louis is the same thing that has to do with most people. There's the way you are when you're with people that you're comfortable with, the space that you're comfortable, where you feel safe, you feel seen, you feel loved. There's a vibe that naturally comes out of when you're in that space. Now, what I was just able to do with Lewis is to trick myself into feeling that's where I am at all time, in every scene, with every character, and blow it up.
Okay.
So it's that part exists in every single person. It's just me, I was able to take that part and then blow it up into an entire personality. So that part is the part of me that is like Lewis. But the other parts that has to do with his characteristics, the way he lives his life, the way he sees things, I couldn't be further opposite of that. Yeah. There's one time I thought about, I think it was season 2 or season 3.
So there's hope. There's hope.
I was like, there's a very good chance this guy will not even be friends, which is weird. How lovely the guy is. I'll probably see him as a little bit too obnoxious. So yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's reassuring.
More of the low key, more of the fly on the wall. He's more of the center of the room. You know, when he's somewhere, he's the one gluing everybody together, keeping everything. Yeah, I mean, I'm just the guy that's sitting there in the corner laughing.
All right, so officially now, let's meet you up close and personal. Your full name, schools that you attended, background.
I should put my internal details. You want to break into my secrets?
It's an exclusive now. Now that's why we're here. You think we came to play with you? We never start.
So as you know, Baaj Adebule.
No, you have some middle names.
Adetolu Adebule. Yeah, it's nice name. I like that name. I was raised in Maryland for the first teenage part of my life, but I was actually born in Surulere.
Okay.
Yeah. Then moved to Surulere and been staying there for a bit. Then, of course, school, went to Caleb, then went to Commonwealth University, then some online.
No, secondary school, Caleb, Abi?
Caleb, yeah.
Which one? The one at Magodo?
Yeah.
That one there. Okay, that's nice.
When I was there, it wasn't as big as this, so they were still getting big. It's after I left, I was passing and I couldn't believe it was the same school.
It. Yeah, but that's your school. Caleb.
It's pretty big now.
Yeah, pretty big. But you didn't tell us, about your parents, stuff.
Oh, okay. What do you want to know about my parents?
What did your dad do for a living? Your mom?
Okay, they're both pretty aged, so they are retired, but they are still having a good time. One thing they like to do at that age is go for either a wedding, sometime burial, sometimes some other person's wedding, naming ceremony. It's pretty much party time for, I don't know, I guess till God calls, which is, I think, a good way to spend the rest of your life. Just
enjoy it. They worked hard. I know your dad was a mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were going to say all that. And you're from a family, you have 9 kids. And I was hoping because these are some of the things people want to know. It isn't we know do our research.
First, it's 8. Secondly, what's all this now?
People want to know now.
Why you?
Now the things where people want to know, all these other things where the people know
it's
already.
Not from the same.
They see your family for one bed.
We are plenty in our family. It's a big family. It's old school family. It's quite extended. We are a lot. I have a lot of people behind, in front of me, on top of me. Everywhere. There are a lot. So, which is good. I think when you come from a big family, there's that additional part of, you're backed, so to speak. Not like you're backed, but you're backed.
So when you say big family, like a polygamous home?
Yes. Not in the old school version of it. More like the new school version.
Tell us, what's the new school like?
No, new school is more of like a divorce, separation. Old school is like father has 10 wives.
So who did you spend more time with? Your dad?
I spent more time with my mom.
Your mom?
More time with my mom, more time by myself. More time with my mom.
Okay, so this question I'm going to ask you is a bit tricky, but we try to impact with this conversation. Okay. For many people, there are certain challenges that come with growing up in that kind of environment. Mm-hmm. How would you say it has impacted you as an individual? How was it, please?
It wasn't like that, actually.
Yeah. How was it?
Like I said, I was close to my mom, but not like I was growing up.
Okay.
I still grew up with both my parents, actually.
Okay, so you were shuttling?
Yeah. No. Same house, same everything. Yeah.
They were divorced and were living in the same house?
No, they divorced much later.
Okay, much later.
No, I'd already grown up at that. Yeah, I was like 14, 15 by then.
You see, because we tell us now, so it allows the, we assume, and we no one conclude, so we
Yeah, I'd already grown up, so I don't know, I can't really say what that felt like, because I got to grow up with my
both
mom
of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were already a man when the divorce happened.
I still remain small.
How old were you?
14.
Okay, you were a teenager.
But at the time, I was
but you're still an adolescent now.
Yeah, but at the time, I was really getting ready to enter university.
Okay, so it did not affect you in any way?
Oh, it will. Of course it did. But I think because of when it happened, that's probably, I don't know if that's what affected me the most. I don't think there's any time when your parents are divorcing where you feel comfortable about it, I guess. So maybe if it happened much later, it would have been better. Maybe it happened much.
So how did you manage it? What was the process for you like? And I mean, I know going to school was some sort of escape.
Yeah.
But you cannot really escape from your thoughts.
I pretty much ran away.
Okay.
To be honest, yeah.
So what you did, your coping mechanism was to block you.
Yeah, I ran away from it. Because it happened at the same time when I was finishing secondary school and getting ready to enter university. And coincidentally, I entered Commonwealth University. And if you know anything about that school, they're very cagey. They pretty much cut you off from the rest of the world, especially at that time. So even though I didn't like that they did that, it kind of played into what I was trying to do, which was get away from everybody, get away from. So immediately I was gotten, I didn't stay there.
Okay,
and
so
that like that world didn't exist. The only world that exists is me in this school, my grades, football.
Yeah, you basically purged your mind, blocked that side of your memory. Yeah. But do you think that was an ideal way of dealing with it?
I don't think there was any other way to deal with it.
It was just the only option you had.
Yeah, that was the only option. Because, now that you're much older, you know that. But at that time, you won't really understand that even though they're your parents and they are the godlike figure, they're still human beings.
Okay.
There's something going on right now and they are also going through whatever they're going through. It's a divorce. There's probably going to be heartbreak. Whatever it is that happened, they are going through it just as much as, not as much as you, but in a different way. Okay. So whatever, and I've always kind of been that kid that's trying to make sure mom is okay.
All right. So
try not to be a burden, try not to add to the wala that whatever she's going through. So your mom, deal with your own stuff. Yeah. So I think that's kind of how I handle it.
If someone was watching now and they were in the same circumstances, what would you say to them? How would you advise that to deal with it?
I don't know if you have someone to talk to. I didn't feel like I did, so I didn't talk to anybody.
Okay.
But if you're lucky enough to have a stronger relationship with maybe an uncle, an aunt, an older sibling, a neighbor, I don't know. If you have those kind of connections, those kind of relationships, having someone to talk to about it, especially if they're much older, would definitely do a lot of good.
Thank you very much for that.
Sure.
You've been very helpful with this. You excelled at sports, tracks, soccer, badminton, even juggled a 9-to-5 with modeling at some point in time, and then settled for the movies. How did you know that the movies was the path that you were supposed to follow? I know you write to as well.
Yeah.
But how did you know this was a path that you were destined for?
It was the experience, actually, because at the time, like you said, I'd done some 9-to-5 and I kind of had an understanding of the kind of person I was becoming. And it wasn't the kind of person that could do the whole look forward to Friday, hate Monday kind of. I can't live like that. I need to love what I'm doing for a living because that's what I'm going to spend most of my time doing. And I can't waste so much time with my life hating what I'm spending time on.
Okay.
But I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So I started trying things out, experimenting. And then a friend told me about this audition in Bagada. I went to do it. I got a call back a couple of months later to read the script. I was just in a room with other young people. I didn't even know they were actors. Because I'm still trying to find what I'm doing in my life. Just a bunch of other young people went and read. I still remember the director till today, actually. And I still remember
who's the director?
What's his name?
You say you still remember him. You don't remember his name.
No, this is his wife. His name is Macaulay. I don't know his first name.
Okay.
Yeah, his wife's name is Richard Macaulay.
Okay, yeah, we know where.
Yeah, so I don't know his first name, so Mr. Macaulay. So I still remember he told me, said that I fit the role, I look the part, but your acting is not there. So I need you to go home, work on yourself, learn, and come back. And then I did that. I came back. I did just one scene. I still remember I was with Ajibade. Okay. His first name. Why do I keep forgetting anybody's first name?
Don't worry.
And his girlfriend in the show at the time.
That was Teen Cell now.
Yeah, Teen Cell. Forgotten her name too. What's going on? So it was a scene with the two of them. And just the experience, I still remember I was like, yeah, I think this is it. This is it. I didn't even know what acting was. I didn't know the meaning.
Because at the time you were a model.
Yeah. No, I never started modeling really like that. I was just trying things. But I didn't know the meaning. Like I still saw acting the way the audience saw it.
Okay.
So that's like, this was the first time I was in front of the camera seeing the magic. And I was like, oh yes. I thought this thing is just like, but this is really it. This this is amazing. Like it was consuming. And
It was overwhelming.
It was Super Bowl, and I stunk the place. I absolutely stunk the place, but I couldn't care. I was having a fantastic time.
So it was at that moment you knew that this is what you wanted to do.
Yes.
Okay, because I know that. Was it in 2012 that you took part in the Mr. Universe, Mr. Nigeria? And you came fourth place.
Yes.
I'm guessing that was when your, modeling career really...
Yeah, that's actually...
because we saw some billboards after then.
Yeah, that was the point of doing it, actually.
Okay.
The point of doing it was to learn how to audition.
Okay.
It was never to actually run for the competition.
Okay.
I'm my friends like, who go put you for Mr. Nigeria competition? but I didn't know how to audition. I'd never gone for auditions. I was like, this is one place where the standard of audition will probably be at the highest. So you just learn what you need to learn, and then you can use that knowledge for other auditions. I think it was one of my friends that even paid for the form. I think it was 5K.
5K.
So next thing I'm doing the thing. Next thing they chose the top 18, and my name came out.
I watched it actually.
Get out!
I did. Get out on Silverbird television.
Oh my Jesus! You watched that thing?
I watched it. I saw it, and we were, unfortunately, then we didn't have the internet wasn't really as big, and I was happy, when you came, third runner up.
It was a very, very mad experience. It was so lovely because competitions, you always hear like
you were the only person who know the muscular.
Finalist.
So it was actually nice, and the ladies loved it.
Yeah. Okay. What actually helped me first was it's apart from what you finally see on the day, there are different competitions you do during the show.
Yeah.
So there's the intellectual one where they ask you about. I think they asked me about economics. Just trivia, which if you go to school and get some.
And you should say you get sense.
So really, I scaled that one, and then I think there was just a little bit of here. I'll just put do well here, do her here. Then the final day. So what was happening with CU at the time? If you're an entertainer and you come from that school, if you're doing anything, people from CU. Will always come and support.
Yeah, the support.
That's what I used to, if you hear about someone else doing something, you try and show up and try. So that's something that I don't know if it's still happening now, but it was a thing then. So the night of the event going on, the whole hall was just full of CU students. So once you just call my name,
when they call your name, this wow! I say, wait till
like even if you don't want to give me a position. Fear.
Don't agree.
Because they were making the entire place legit shake. And then I just come out, they were like, let's give him good position. If not, the video killers were, that really made the entire night like really special. Because this is someone that they didn't expect to be in the competition at all.
Absolutely.
And I was able to go that far. So shout out to CU people.
Great. Shout out to Covenant University. You guys are always amazing. And they try. Although these days there are a lot of let's leave that for another day.
Let's stay positive.
All right, let's stay positive. Let's stay positive. Now, two of your recent works, The Lost Days and Say Who Die.
Yeah.
Doing very well. They're doing numbers, at least on social media. We don't know how the money part be. But as a Nigerian actor, would you say this has translated to cash for you? Can we say you're swimming in money at the moment? Can I come and swim with you?
I wish you could. I would love for you to, but you'll be swimming close to the desert. No.
So as you rain everywhere now, they blow everywhere now, the pocket no deflect.
Yeah, see more popularity, less money, but we keep pushing, we keep working hard, we keep hoping things will get better.
So as you know they lie, or you know they
I would love to be lying. I would love to be lying. But no.
So the money never still reach yet.
But we're pushing, we're working hard.
What are your thoughts on royalties for actors? Do you think the industry is ripe enough, considering all the economic and social and every other factor? Do you think we're ripe enough to pay for actors to earn royalties from movies?
Obviously, it's not something that you can apply to all the movies, like every single show, every single movie coming on every single platform. It's matter of course. But for specific platforms, especially the ones that are going on VOD platforms, I don't see how I don't know how long we have to wait for that becomes a thing, because it's kind of getting weird that it's still not a thing now. Like it's a crazy conversation. Like for you to even broach that subject, you must be insane. It's kind of weird that we're still there. Like, at one point, are we going to now start having that kind of conversation? Because it's something that other industries have already keyed into a long time ago. So I'm hoping we get there soon, Sha. It will be a very good step forward.
Just to be clear, what conversation are we talking about?
Well,
I want you to be very specific.
I've heard a conversation about an actor getting a back end, especially for a TV show that's to do with royalties. You're talking about the top of the top veterans. Those are the only people I've heard have even broached that subject. Not even that they even got it. even broach the subject. Those are people I've ever heard have that kind of conversation. So that's what I mean by that kind of conversation.
Okay, so you.
I mean, we're still existing in a time where if I say talk to my manager, they take it as a negative. In 2025. So yeah, so it's kind of weird, but and Nigeria we did now. We keep pushing forward.
So you've never earned royalties from any of your works, Baaj, because you're in a lot of movies.
Yes, which is weird now, innit?
And they're all making their way out into the mainstream.
Yeah.
And you've never earned royalties.
No, okay, if you talk to any actor when it comes to starring in a movie or a TV show, the major part about it, especially if it's a good film or it's a good TV show and you did good, you are very, very upset when they don't bring it out. Or when they bring it out and it's on a platform that no one gets to see it. Because you know the money you got from it is not really that much. Okay. When it comes out, you're not getting any royalties or back end or anything. What you're getting is when that movie comes out, other people are going to get to see it. Okay. And then because other people are seeing it, you get more work. That's where, so when it now doesn't come out, you're more upset than why is it not out? Because it's not as if they not paid you, they have paid you. But you need it to come out because that is really where the equity comes from.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
It is what it is.
You were on Lost Days, and you worked with a female director, a young female director, Wingonia Ikpi. Wingonia Ikpi, she's my paddy now, because, I was really impressed with the Lost Days. And when I heard that was her first feature-length film, she had done a short film before that one. Yes. But let me ask you, what was the experience like? Because you have been working in a male-dominated industry, especially when you talk about directing, and you worked with a female director. What was the experience like, especially given that this is even a young female director? What was it like?
I worked with quite a number of female directors, actually.
Young female directors?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about Wingonia Ikpi, because I'm very impressed with her.
No, she's really cool. I actually knew her beforehand, but not as a director. I think she was the producer or line producer of that show that I was on.
What show? Tinsel?
No, not Tinsel. I think it was Flossom. Yeah. Okay. So I already knew her as that. So I didn't even know she was the director on Lost Days till when I got the role. Like, okay, director is going to call you so you guys can have a conversation. And then she called. I'm like, why is Wingonia calling me? Like, I didn't even think it was. Then that's when she now said that she's actually director. Oh, Amado. So we talked about the role, talked about the project, and then we got on set. And one thing, she's very thorough. She's very finicky. Like, finicky in she tries to dot all her I's and crosses all her T's. So she sent like a huge, I think it was like 300 pages. Like, it was a lot. And it was detailing every single part of the film, from the shots, the scenes, to the characters, to the plot. It was to the clothes, to the makeup, to the hair. It was like a very huge detail and everything. To the mannerisms, not like every single mannerism, but the ones that she wants to use it as a storytelling tool. For instance, my character and Cynthia Clark's character. Yeah. I don't want to put spoilers, but we are linked. And that one of the ways she wanted to put a note to that, but not in a way that you can easily tell, but maybe by your third watch, or from me saying it now, you notice we are both left-handed. Yeah. She didn't like specify on how important that particular mannerism was. I would not spend so much time rehearsing particular things to bring it to life that even she didn't know till after the film. Like, there's one time she was watching one of the takes and she texted me like, I didn't know you did the right hand is a problem thing. Which I'm like, what's that to do that? If I'm like, yeah, but I didn't know you did it. That was really cool. But I wouldn't have known to do it if she didn't make it clear to me how important that particular characteristic is. So that's like how I like that. Yeah, that's how finished. Shout out Wingonia. And then she's an actor's director. Like, she likes to have a conversation about where your state of mind is as a person and as you playing the character. So we can have like a very firm understanding of what we're trying to create. Fantastic. This is always very cool because it's not a director is coming, okay, these are your blockings. I want you to do this. It's more of a, so what's going on? Like, let's reason what we're doing here. And then we have that conversation and then we shoot and this thing she does, like when you want to know she's had a take that she really likes and we're moving on to the next like scene and stuff. There's a cut, like normal cut. When you hear like this, cut. Just know that whatever she just saw is just lovely. Like, whatever she just saw is the take that she wants to take to heaven. That kind of. So I now kind of go used to it. So till I hear, can I hear that kind of cut? I'll kind of feel some kind of way. Even though she says next thing, I'm like I know. I know she can understand. That's not how she said cut last week. I heard that cut in a different way. It's all good. So next thing, we get her cut. So even though she wasn't intending to do that to you, you kind of started wanting to hear. It's just stupid, but it just made it fun, you know, and everyone and all the entire cast and crew, Steve Gokas, everybody, it was lovely. It was very, very.
No, that's a fantastic movie.
Yeah,
I love it.
The movie
I'd say it's one
family.
of my.
So it's important that the cast sort of feel like family on set.
Okay. Yeah, I still have more questions.
Yeah, we always
about the
kind of
days.
kind of like family-esque jabs at each other, that kind of stuff. So it was really nice.
So you know, interesting backstory. You know, you were sharing when we're off the cam.
What backstory do you speak?
How did you get the role? You know, you just said there was someone we had been. No, but tell it better.
Unfortunately, I can't tell you now. That is super low-key.
What's it? Something I already talk already for camera.
Yeah, but now look, you don't supposed to talk about
for my show. Now you say you don't supposed to talk about
that now.
What did they do you for my show?
Just now.
You be like, you don't know where you did.
Baba, I don't talk about
talk.
I said nothing.
So you were saying that.
Which kind of
in the backstory,
backstabbing.
You know, you were talking about how
this.
Last minute.
Have you ever heard of the word? Have you ever heard of the word? Have you ever heard the word?
At least.
What is John say it? Is it off shot? No. Off the record. Have you heard the word off the record?
But he did say it was off the record.
Yes, but you knew it was off the record because you're not recording.
No problem. But interesting backstory though, how he got the role. You know, I mean, it was a last minute thing.
I worked hard and I
we can say that much. It was a last minute thing.
It was a last minute thing, but
and he got it, and you nailed it. I must say, if I say so myself.
Shout out to Oma. She was the
okay, but I'm not done yet. If Oma, you know, just suddenly forgiving everything like that, do you think is natural?
The thing is, if you look at, which is, I guess, shout out to Abdul, he's a writer. They established how her character has begun to see life after she survived cancer.
Okay.
So those kind of people, they're not the kind of people that will hold a grudge for too long. Once they understand that we are not going to be here for too long.
It was less than a week.
No, I mean like just
one killer.
No. I mean, just like people at that age, you've understood that your time on earth isn't long anymore. So holding a grudge against the person that you want to have a relationship for the rest of your life, one, and you felt you wronged his entire life. You know, there's that guilt of, maybe I felt that I've done something bad to you, but maybe we've not acknowledged it yet. And then you do something bad to me and I forgive you for it easily.
True.
Because in my head, I'm like, okay, it's now 1-1. We are even now. Even though we didn't have that kind of conversation, but it kind of makes me feel not okay, but at least now I can live with myself. I've been able to forgive you the way I hope you can forgive me for the wrong I've done, which is what makes that final scene really, really strong. How, yes, he's still trying to be defensive and he's thinking she's going to attack him, and she's making him know that, yes, you did something really awful.
Don't get me wrong, I love it.
Yeah. No. I know it's just
because I'm wired like that. I defeat forgive almost anything. You know, it just needs some time. You understand? I go let go. So I understand it, but you know, this is an argument, and it has sparked up debates in different places because I stumbled on it when I was doing some small research on it, and a lot of people argue that. I mean, it's not very logical for someone to, you know, but interesting perspective. Even your perspective is actually even more logical for someone who has survived cancer. So now you have it. Someone who has survived cancer. She came all the way to Africa, to Nigeria to make up with this person. She felt like her life, her essence actually was dependent on making up with this person, you know, and, you know, so you go feel let go.
Might not forgive him too easily might be the daughter.
Yes, Cynthia.
I've forgotten the character's name. So her, or maybe the dad might not forgive him too easily because the betrayal was...
but they forgive because the dad, I think the dad himself too would understand that. I mean, this is a boy who has been deprived of not just his mother, his actual mother's love, the truth too, which he only just found out. So there was a lot at stake. So I can understand, like I said, your perspective is actually also quite logical. Now, let's talk about the other movie where they trend now, Say Who Die. Now, who was your favorite character in Say Who Die? And why?
When I finally watched it, my favorite character ranged between, I've forgotten the character's name. But
Ivezi.
It was her.
Say her name.
Ivezi's character, I don't know the character's name. She's the Martha, the mother of the day. Yes. Her character and the dynamic with her husband, I kind of just enjoyed that.
It was quite nice. If I say so myself, look, let me tell you people something. It's not because it's my wife. She was the best actor in that thing.
Right from,
I don't know what you people are saying, what you people are doing. She
Right
was
from- that-
she was the best.
that the beginning part, not to give any spoilers.
She and Baaj.
Because I'm here.
And Mike, don't get me wrong, everybody, you guys held your ground, but I think Ivezi did really well.
Yes, she did.
But don't let me take the shine from Vex, I beg. Okay, so if you had the opportunity to switch roles with anybody,
The
who
gender
switch
part
with?
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'd have loved to play one of the twins.
One of the twins, I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wish I had a twin to play with. We would have had a.
I thought you were going to say Mike's role because you don't like bad boy role these days.
It would have been fun, but I wouldn't have been. I wouldn't have had to stretch myself enough to play it. I wouldn't have had to.
Yeah, because that's you these days.
No, but because Jaja was a problem. That was a problem. I still 1 week to the shoot, a couple of days, I still call Lani or Paul. So how do you want to play this thing? Because I'm trying some things and I don't know. And they're like, no, now, just do what you did in the audition. Just do you. I hear you. But how this particular, especially the prison scene, where that comes to sing,
Yes.
I like this because it's a long scene. And
Yes.
I hate it when you're doing a long scene and anyone watches it gets bored. It has to flow so beautifully. And I know, yes, the director is great and everything, but I can't be putting everything in the director. I have to bring it. So I have to make sure I put enough things there. So I'm calling so this part that he's talking about him being, so you get that constant doubt has to be there when I'm playing a role. And I won't have felt that way with that character.
It would have been too straightforward.
Yeah, that's too straightforward.
So
I'd probably ask them to add something so I can play around more.
Did you enjoy working with Paul and Lani?
No. How many times have I worked with those guys? I think the first time I met Lani was when I was still starting out. He wrote a script. One of the first lead films I did, he wrote it. Yeah. And then I've known Paul pretty much my entire career.
What do you think of Paul as a director, actually?
Brilliant.
Very
brilliant.
Paul was wild.
I've known him for a bit, so I've known that he's always been a brilliant.
Those transitions were wild. Were sick transitions.
Yeah, and he's directed a couple of films that I've been blessed enough to star in. But this one, man, because he had a very firm reference of the kind of film he wanted to make, so he made that known to me. And I've seen the film I've seen the films he was referencing. I'm like, man, these films are bad. They're very, very good films. So if he's going to use them as a reference point to create his own, and he nails it, he's going to make a very, very mad film. But there's still that if, can you actually do it? And I got to see it that night, and this madman actually freaking did it.
He did it. Yeah.
This madman.
Paul pulled it off.
Yeah, he actually.
And we're so proud of him. And we look forward to. But though I had some. But I'm not going to talk about
as a filmmaker that you are, of course.
I'm not going to have no, that. I had.
We can't satisfy you people.
No problem. But let's move on. That's not. During Paul interview, we'll go for the jugular. All right. So I want us to relax things a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's lighten up the mood. I know you used to be in the choir.
Oh wow!
So you sing.
Where are you getting this freaking information
so don't
from?
worry. So I need you to just sing something for us.
I'm not singing Shingbizu. Praising the Lord, always praising the Lord.
You don't even know the lyrics. Now say bad reach. You don't even know the lyrics. Now say bad reach. But seriously, you don't like music.
I love music.
So you don't even sing any song.
That's two different things. Should I tell you something I understood from that experience? Because you love something so much doesn't mean you get to be part of the special few to create it. Okay. Maybe you're one of those people that just is supposed to experience it. You're supposed to receive it. But maybe you're just not one of the creators of such magic. So stick to your day job. Go and make fame.
Yeah, but this one we're not telling you to sing for.
And I give you some very. It's like you don't like a Jesus Christ. Because now you're denying the song.
You don't know the lyrics to the Jesus Christ song. You don't even know the lyrics. Song where is anybody they sing. Even pets know the lyrics.
Why you're attacking me now?
You don't know the lyrics. No problem. We'll just let you get off the hook. Or you get another time again. We'll still lighten up the mood again with something else. When you're building a character, what's your non-negotiable process from read to first take?
I'm very cool with most changes though. I think anytime I get really stumped on a particular thing is I've already worked on the rehearsal, how I'm going to move, how I'm going to walk. And you want to take out maybe some parts of the lines. I'm like, this line is not more important. So I'm like, maybe to you, But there's a sequence of my movement that works with that line. And if you take that line out, you're going to screw up my entire movement. And then there'll not just be this space of nothingness.
Okay.
And I have to think of something to put in that nothingness. And even if I put something there, it won't be as good as what I had developed with that line. So that actually happened on the last days, actually.
Oh, okay.
And this scene is getting too much. Like, there's just so much talk. Let's take this out. So it finishes quicker. I'm like, yeah, I feel you. But you see, that part you just took out was the part I put for when I'm walking towards Uncle Bimbo's character. That line helps me with that movement. If I move with that line, it won't feel real. It won't feel natural. It won't feel whole. There'll be a hole there. So you can't know it.
So, Baaj, what's your relationship status? Are you married? Are you single? Friends with benefit kids? What did they happen there?
Anytime they ask me this thing, I always want to know what the context is like.
The context is because the ladies, they like
what I mean. Like, do you have like a niece, a daughter, a sister?
Yes, I just told you. That's why I started
you like
from
me
there.
to
marry. Yes, you know if you date now, you go be married because you know go come play with my.
So this is the thing, yeah.
With my person.
Like you said, I'm sure you won't be surprised at what I'm about to say, because from what you said, that means you do know. So you shouldn't be surprised.
That what?
There's a queue. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a number.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just let me pass it. And so when I finally get to that part of the line, we'll see what happens. But this is your question. We just have to keep it to that time. You understand?
Yeah. Not be my niece. You will take all the song. Don't be my person. You go take all these things where you do.
There's one time I was doing an interview like this, and he asked me that, and he looked a little older than I calculated. Okay. And I was going to say, is it your daughter? It was when he replied like, no. Anyways, it's all those guys that have gray hair.
Anyways, okay, can we say you are available for a relationship?
I'm available. At the same time, if you can't see me, I'm not available.
Okay, so good. So ladies, Baaj is available.
Or not. Anyone that you want to go with, if you see me.
He even sang a song to it. This is the second person who has done this on our show.
Don't what?
Sing a song. I'm available. I'm available. Saga sing too. I'm available. I'm available. So I guess,
I think he was serious.
There's hope.
He was serious. Me, I'm not.
You're not. Okay, so you're not available. No. Okay, so ladies, he's not available. He just said it. You guys have.
But I have plenty of love for everybody.
Oh God, I don't know if I should still ask you this kind of question now. Anyways, let me just.
What's my spec?
What's your spec?
That's not the question. I knew your aliens was biting that one.
No, that's the question actually. Is what's your kind of woman? What do you look for?
What's my kind of? Oh, jeez.
What do you look for in a woman? What are the qualities you look for in a woman?
I just want her to be God-fearing. That's all.
God-fearing?
Yes.
She doesn't have to be beautiful.
In fact, don't have anything else. Just fear God.
Doesn't have to be curvy.
At all. In fact, if you're even fine, that's when I don't even like you at all.
For real?
Yeah.
Nah, lie you. Yeah. Person we know they're available. Why you not go talk this one? Person we know they're available. How you not go say you don't need to? But for real, that's your.
Apart from the usual specs,
primary quality spec that you look for.
One thing I think I just realized it's just a couple of.
But what attracts you to a woman? Because you won't know if she has a fear of God.
Yeah, apart from the usual
physical attraction.
One thing I know that I kind of automatically have a crush on. I first thought it was just a woman being intelligent or being brilliant, and I realized it's not really that. It's more of if I kind of perceive or I feel like or I notice or I find out that you are excellent in your line of work. I've noticed once I find out about you, you're just a little more, yeah.
Hey, but I'm saying hotter. That before you get to, because obviously I think I have an idea of the kind of person you are. You are the kind of person that you, as a substance-based person, you have to know somebody to have anything to do with them. You understand? But I'm talking about, on impulse, first physical attraction, what attracts you first to somebody.
Beautiful, man. You're beautiful, you're fit.
The way you take evolve now, like chameleon, it shock me.
No, that one is always...
From God-fearing to...
I'm but a man.
You don't have to be beautiful.
I'm but a man. You're beautiful, you're fit. It's always... That takes like a million boxes.
Now, so you did do?
I'm but a man.
No. Under 5 minutes, you don't change.
I'm but a man. Why are you doing this?
Okay. All right. So, I mean, you've been in the business now since 2012. And that should be about 13 years.
Like
That's
so-
over a decade. That's
like
some
so-
wealth of experience you've acquired. And you are not available. So we know that there is somebody. So you have some experience in that regard too as well. What are the qualities you would advise for anybody in this line of work, especially an actor, to look for in a partner?
Oh, that. It's me asking that one. Jesus.
You don't cast.
When saying like the partner also in this line of work, how the person interacts with social media as a whole. Like, is social media really that much of a consumption of their life? If the person can separate real life from the existence of social media, whilst you're understanding that social media is definitely not, it's still part of, like, your identity is still there. Like, there's a way you can compartmentalize it in a way that it doesn't affect your real world.
True.
But at the same time, you still give it the respect it deserves. If you're someone that understands that and is mature enough to handle it, I think that's a good green flag. Because especially now, if you don't have social media presence, you're not going to get work. So it is very important to our line of work now. But you also don't want it to be so important that you lose sense of reality. You can't separate the things that you're seeing on there, things you're hearing on there, the kind of experiences that people are having on there. You can't separate it from your real world experiences. You're allowing that influence your real world too much. That one is going to be a problem. So if you're with someone in our own line of work that you can tell the person is mature enough to do that, it really helps.
So you'll advise that, you go for someone who is also probably in the same line of work too, who gets it.
No. Yeah. And that's it's not about acting. I kind of feel like it's always a better idea if you and your spouse are in two different sectors.
Dan said the same thing.
Yeah, even if it's the same, like, even if it's film.
Okay.
Two of you are not actors.
Not actors.
Not like they say I'm not saying, because our friends that are married and are doing lovely things.
You don't cast.
You guys are the loveliest people in the world.
You don't cast.
I'm just saying it's harder.
No, don't mind me. I'm just messing with. We get you. It's more challenging.
We know that this our line of work is erratic as F. So if one person is doing like something different, it helps when the other person is not kicking it. Like your stuff is not blowing up at the time, and maybe that part of the industry is just dead in that moment.
I get it. And it does make a lot of sense. So what's your worst actor-director experience so far in this industry? You don't have to mention the name, but if you mention, I go good too, Sha.
I'm not saying his name. Man.
Okay, but tell us, share with us.
He made his sets very uncomfortable, very toxic. By the end of the production, he had fought 3 actors, he had fought crew, so it really made the entire experience so very, very bad. And I'm just not the kind of actor that walks off a set. That's just not. Like earlier in my career, I was like, I just don't want to be that kind of guy. So I really hope I'm never in that kind of position. And even when I'm in that position, it's just because I'm also a filmmaker, you get, and I know what happens when your actor leaves. Your film ends, and I know what it takes to make a film. So it's very hard to allow myself do that. But it was on my mind almost every day. Like, I just enter my car and leave. This is not it. But you muscle through. It make you just say it's a rap. Because normally it's a rap usually. It's a rap, everybody's celebrating, you're shaking hands, you're taking selfies. It's a rap, and when I the person that said it's a rap even shout it. It's a rap. Everybody just carried their things, go to their cars. It was that toxic. It was that bad.
But did the film do well though?
No, the show came out and was terrible.
Oh, it was a show? Was it a series?
It was a series, yeah. It was bad.
What year was this?
It's a while. I know it's before pandemic, so it's been a while.
So it was before 2020?
Yeah, before 2020. It's been a while.
Oh, wow. That's
we almost fought. I'm not really much of a fighter. He fought she's a woman, so obviously she won't, not like they fought like hand to hand, but
it was getting there. It was a serious altercation.
Then the other actor took down, then crew, like, man, guy, what is going on in your life?
And that person is still active as a director today.
Nollywood today. Of course, yes.
So which top 3 actors would you say are ready for a lead role in a Hollywood blockbuster?
I'm going to give a shout out to one of my guys I'm hoping he's about to do it.
Without bias and sentiment.
It's without bias,
please, let's be objective.
The reason why I'm giving him a shout out is because first and foremost, you can have all the talent in the world as an actor, but if you don't put yourself in a position to show that talent, then that talent doesn't exist. He's done the work, and he's also putting himself like in the position to hopefully get it. And I really hope, and a lot of people really hopes he gets it. Ayola or Ayolola, anyone like?
Okay, Ayola. Ayola's good.
Yeah,
we saw him in Chosen.
Yeah, The Chosen. Yeah. The next person is an actor I've been a fan of since I saw him play Fela on stage. That's Gideon Okeke.
Oh, Gideon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been a fan of his since I was much younger. And we did a film together called Headless.
Okay.
I'd worked with him before, but that was the first time we were finally working together closely for like properly. Like, okay, these are two characters that are in a film together. We did it in a built set.
Yes.
Michael built the set for that particular scene.
Okay.
So the only people you can see or hear is the person in front of you and the DOP. Everybody else, there's like a team of people outside of the set. But in that built set, you're only seeing the DOP, hearing the DOP, and you're seeing Gideon hearing. So you don't know what's going on outside. So when it says cut, I opened the door to like, I'm already coming out to kind of like, can we have it too? And Uzamaka, she's also in the film. Uzamaka, a lot of them come and do that.
Wow.
And now, the reason why I say that story is you hope that one day you get to work with actors that you admire. And you hope you don't let them down. You hope you do a good scene. And then the first thing you do with that person, that's the reaction you get. So you're like, man, yo, I am not so bad.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there because yeah. And then you got to talk to Gideon after, and Gideon was like, yeah, it was very lovely working with you. Like, you're telling me, bro. You're telling me. Let me give you a story. And I'll tell him about his Fela performance and how I've been a fan for a long time. So Gideon is the second person. The third person, since I can't put myself there. Oh, Kelechi Udegbe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been a fan of him for...
I don't see you in enough YouTube movies. Why? Is this intentional?
Yeah. Honestly, I caught up to the YouTube, that's a wave trend.
Yes,
movement,
it is.
Really late. I caught on to it really late. I've always known YouTube, but I always knew it as another social media platform, kind of like Instagram, and okay, it came obviously before Instagram. So I saw it for maybe documentaries, some fun podcasts, some fun videos, maybe all those old school Nigerian films I used to see back then that we can't find anymore. If you want to watch them again, go to YouTube. That's kind of the relationship I had with it. And I slept on the fact that it had become what it is, or not what it is, but what it was becoming. And I just started finding out little by little, and I still kept my focus on another sector, the VOD platforms, international films, festivals.
But what do you get? You get calls.
I do, but I'm a little picky because, well, the kind of stories that usually are told on YouTube are usually romance drama. That's usually the major focus. Yes. And you know, if you're telling romance drama, there are only a handful of archetype characters you can play.
Yes.
And remember what I told you about not
wanting to be stereotyped.
So I noticed when I was doing YouTube films, those were the kind of characters I was doing.
Oh, you did some YouTube films?
I did some. Not like they were bad, they were lovely experiences, but it was those kind of characters, which was why I had to give super props to Oma. She's one of the producers of The Lost Days. That's when The Lost Days came, when I was doing some YouTube films. And they came and it brought a different kind of character, different kind of film, a different kind of vibe that got to allow me experience something different. But now, in the YouTube space is changing. They are spreading more. There are different kind of stories now. So it's now more along the line of the kind of things I like to do. Which is just spread my wings and just try different things, try different genres, different plots, different stories. So I'm definitely taking it more as the major thing now. I'm trying to do more with.
So you would likely be producing some yourself.
That's
because I know you have you have your Baaj films.
Yes, I have
House of
Baaj Pictures. Yeah, and that's not even like now. Actually, coming out with I and Paul Otomi's podcast channel. Oh, yeah, right. It's called Paul and Baaj in Character. That's also we're going to start coming up with our own films and short films and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that reminds me, you had a short film that actually won an award. Yes, your very first and only short film.
Yeah,
and it picked up an award. And you wrote the script too.
Yeah, it was very shocking. I was very surprised. Like I was so sure I was not going to win it. I didn't even go for the award ceremony. Yeah, it was because the award ceremony was going to be done in Lagos. Yes. And at the time, I had gotten a role on The Governor.
Yes.
Which was being shot in Calabar. Okay. So now I was like, and this is the upcoming actor level. I can't fly. I have to take bus. So I had like 7 hours, 8 hours bus for an award ceremony that I'm probably not going to win. Screw that. I stayed in Calabar. Next thing, because I was friends with Wole, I'm friends with Wole Ojo. So he collected the award on my behalf. And was calling me that night, like, bruh, Where are you? I am standing with your award. Award to what? Of which? Of where? Really, you had to send me a picture for me to even like, wow. Yes, it was pretty nice.
You see a lot of films these days, you see a couple of actors, all in name, they're trying to put fine people there and certain people there. We're putting people who cannot act.
Truth is, it's not a Nollywood thing. It's a film thing. Film, the faces are always going to matter. Having attractive people will always be important as far as you're making anything that's to do with film, music, modeling. It's an appearance-based profession. So appearance is always going to matter. So the part is you not pushing one over the other, because you are going to lose an audience if you push one over the other. The major part is trying to find that balance between someone that looks.
Do you think we have that balance here? That's what you and I are talking about here. That's the reason why we're having this conversation.
The anyhowness of Nollywood makes that very subjective.
Okay, thank you. You use the word anyhowness with anything in the same sentence, then there should be no conversation.
Yeah, it's very subjective, to be honest. Let me give you a very good example. If you're talking about Hollywood now, and someone is talking about maybe a Kevin Hart, they can easily talk about how funny he is.
Yes.
Even though, like, you can talk about how funny he is. But you never hear them put Kevin Hart and a Daniel Day-Lewis in the same conversation. It doesn't mean that Lewis is not great, but there's still that compartmentalization. There's that understanding. We don't do that here.
Okay.
There's everybody is pretty much jammed together. So you see, they'll always group those two together. Okay. So that anyhowness cannot allow us even have an understanding of grading that, yes, this is a very good actor and he also looks good. So yeah, it's always going to be.
You have answered my question, my brother. There's no need to flog and you did justice to the question. So I want us to, let's soften things a little bit. We're almost wrapping up. All right, so Baaj, you're going to, in 30 seconds, walk us through the process of making chicken tomato sauce. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Yeba! Okay, first, of course, you have to cook and season your chicken. So you put a little bit of salt, a little bit of thyme, a little bit of pepper, Then, if you are those kind of people, you can put no there. If not, you don't really have to. I don't know if Yaka does anything, but to me it does. So I massage it into it, press it, and cook it for a bit. When it's done, I take it out and I cut it into small bits, put it in one side, and then I fry actually. So you get some oil. I fry my red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper, tomatoes, onions, put some curry, some sauce, some paprika, pepper. Yes, I like it. Well, that's when I don't have my red pepper actually. But I put a little bit of that and then I put my diced, cooked chicken breasts, mix it together, let it simmer. I always cook in low heat because you need all the ingredients to marry each other. Let one enter the other, creates beauty. And then you have your nice tomato sauce.
Simmer. Talk that in again, let it
simmer.
Oh, clap for you now. You don't clap for yourself. Clap for yourself. Yeah. So what do you serve your chicken? Just rice?
This is cool part. No. Rice is easy.
There's a chop about.
I don't know.
What did you use your?
Yeah, sweet potatoes, fried yam. Yeah, you can. There's so much you can even do with it.
There's a chop.
You can put it on rice. You can put it on rice if you want. Yeah, but there's so much you can do with it. So I used to make like a lot and then just like pick different things to eat with it.
Okay, so Baaj, what are your thoughts on actors promoting the movies that they featured or they starred in?
It's important now. There's really no that because we're still Nollywood now. We don't really have that PR. I wish we had the Hollywood version where there's a whole sector that would do stuff like that for you and you can just focus on doing film and maybe you do 1 or 2 interviews, do some press conferences and you're good. But Nollywood isn't there yet. We're still young, they're still growing. So everybody has to pitch in, everybody has to do more than they're supposed to. Everybody has to go the extra mile, especially when it comes to the film. Because if they're not watching the film, why are we making it? You have to promote.
Many parting words. Forthcoming projects.
Now the problem now is we don't know when it is, which platform is going to come out from. But look out for Headless. It's one of my best and most incredible film experiences, written and directed by Mike Ndomo. And more recently, to the best of my knowledge, film called The Mumu Man. Yells, starring myself, Adora, and directed by Paul Utomi.
Okay.
That should be coming out on Showmax. That one was another unbelievable experience. I read the script and like, you guys want to make this film with me? It's me you want to use? All right, let's do a madness on this. And I think we made a brilliant film. So watch out for that one.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you just checked out an interesting, very refreshing, very exciting edition of Movies Uncut. Please, if you're watching this for the first time, help us grow by subscribing to this channel. Like, share the post. Go check out more interesting content on the channel. Go subscribe. What's your channel? You get YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel?
Polytomy and Baaj in character.
Okay, so please go subscribe now. Okay, subscribe. Okay, what about your social media platforms?
On every single social media platform, just type Baaj, B-A-A-J, Adebule, A-D-B-U-L-E, and you will see me.
Spell out. No problem. All right, so thank you so very much for watching. Shout out to my wife, Ivezi, for her support, for being behind the camera. Shout out to Tochi for helping out too. Baaj, thank you so very much. Zadon Paparella here. Till we come your way again. It's peace and love, and we out.
Hey,